Welcome to the Esoteric Cat Tarot. Today we're asking Spirit to show us what Virgo needs to know for retrograde season. Retrograde season isn't about trauma work or shadow work. It's about the return of unfinished business, the stuff coming back around because maybe you didn't learn the lesson fully the first time, or you just need to be reminded of that lesson. Retrograde is a time to re examine certain parts of your life so you can release what no longer serves you and you can realign your energy so that you can move forward in life. Sorry, y'all, I am battling a little cold here. Um, let's see. So we are gonna shuffle these cards here. While I'm shuffling the cards and putting my energy into them, I want you to concentrate, put your energy into these cards so that we can get the right reading for you. Okay, we can get the message that Spirit needs you to hear. So, Spirit, what does Virgo need to know during this retrograde season? Show me what Virgo needs to know during this retrograde season. No. Opening the circle, protection, ritual, lessons, and simplicity. Look, there's like the eye, raven, 33. Opening the circle. Circle. See all the signs in the circle? Flowers, moons, pinnacle. Opening the circle. Okay. What does Virgo need to know? Because this is protection, ritual, lessons, and simplicity. What does Virgo need to know during this retrograde? What is the lesson that is coming back for Virgo to look at? See, Virgo needs to take a look at this lesson from the past. See the raven looking toward the past? This lesson, take a look at this lesson from the past. What? Well, there we go. I'm going to take it upside down. I don't normally do reverses here on YouTube. I forgot where I was for a minute. Retrograde, y'all, huh? Retrograde messes with everyone. I don't normally do reversals, but this came out in reverse, which is very interesting because, as you can see, the cards are not reverse. um, so the lesson is letting go of material. Lesson from the past. Lesson from the past are material things. Material things. Material things. Things of this earth. Things that you have held on to. Virgo. There are things that you've held on to that it is time to let go of. The lessons of the past. Lessons of the past. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You have to let go of lessons of the past, letting go in the past of material things. Let me get something else here to help us a little bit with this. Letting go of the past. Material things. What? Celebration? Celebration. You celebrated letting go of things in the past. to lessen. The lesson of letting go of things in the past. Flow. Flow. Meandering pathway flow. This is speaking to me. Spirit guardian of summer expansion. You've let go of material things in the past. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Celebrate. Go with the flow. Expansion. This is the lesson. The lesson is, why is this? I'm trying to understand this because the lesson is that this lesson from the past that is coming back, that you need to look at this lesson from the past as a time when you let go of material things. You let go of material things which brought you happiness and brought you peace and let you be able to just go with the flow, just be able to go with the flow and expand into new places, new prosperity. So, okay, so what is this? Why is this lesson coming up again? Why does Virgo need to remember the lesson of letting go of material things so that they can expand and flow? Why does this lesson need to be revisited? It seems like it's a perfectly good lesson, right? It doesn't need to be revisited. Oh my goodness, there's like a whole reading here just popped out. Oh, like a really big one. Okay, we got a lot of stuff here. Okay, Virgo. So, the lesson from the past that you need to look at from the past is a time when you let go of material things and it made you happy. So you could just go with the flow and not be tied down by the material, and to expand your horizon, expand your thoughts, expand your spirit. Um, you let these things go. Well, okay. So this is what's happening. The reason this is coming back up, because this seemed like a positive lesson, right? You've forgotten it. You have forgotten it. You have forgotten it. You have started worrying too much about potentially losing things. You have become materialistic again, I guess I would say. And you need to rediscover that it is okay to let those things go, that that's where the magic is. The magic is once you let these things go, these material things, once you let them go and you go with the flow and you are back in a spiritual connection instead of being connected to material things, instead of chasing the dollar. Instead of chasing the dollar, you found your spiritual path, right? This is okay. Virgo, this is, here we go. The lesson you need to learn in the past, from the past, the lesson you need to learn from the past is when you let go of the material things in the past and focused more on going with the flow and going inside and connecting spiritually and connecting with ritual and with simplifying your life and not chasing the dollar, not being all about the material things. Okay. When you did that in the past, that was a very positive experience for you, but you have forgotten that. You have forgotten that that is the way that you can grow and expand is by being more spiritually focused and less materially focused. You have forgotten that because you are now materially focused again and you are too worried about losing things. You are too worried about things being taken away from you. You are worried about loss and about trying to hold on to everything and make the choices that is going to keep you from this feeling scarcity. Okay, this is what is happening. You are like, you feel like you need to hold on to the materialistic stuff. You need to chase the money. You need to focus on, instead of your spiritual growth like you were doing, you need to focus more on the material things. And what is happening is it is causing you to lose focus. It is causing you to lose focus because it is causing your emotions to be everywhere. It is causing your spirit, your mind, you're just very, you've lost your focus because you are focusing back on the material things that you should not be focusing on. Okay, you've lost your spiritual focus. And this is coming up in retrograde to remind you that if you want to be happy, you need to find your spiritual focus again, right? You need to stop worrying and thinking so hard about material things. You need to be generous with your material things. Instead of holding on to everything and hoarding it, you need to share it, because sharing it, when you share blessings, they multiply, right? Spiritual awakening. You were headed toward a spiritual awakening here in the past because you let these material things go. Okay, you were leading a more simplified life, a life that was making you happy spiritually on a spiritual level. You were going with the flow. You were expanding spiritually. And then something has happened here. And that is why this lesson is coming back, because something has happened recently to make you lose sight of that and to make you dwell more on the loss of things, right? And to hold on to things and be afraid of things leaving you, of making the wrong decisions, of second guessing yourself, of losing everything and not having stability in your life. And you can't do that. You have to go back to this old lesson of letting go of the material things. Stop chasing the dollar. Stop holding so tight onto things and being afraid that you are going to lose the material things, because the material things don't matter. What matters is the magic. It's your flow. It's your spiritual connection. That is what matters. And in your material things, be generous. Be generous in those material things, right? Because if you bless other people, blessings come back to you. Concentrate on your magic instead of holding on to the material things. There's joy in your magic. There is joy in your magic, okay? And there are, look, the raven. The raven that was looking back, and now the raven is looking forward, right? The raven is now looking at things. The raven is looking at the bat and the time, and the raven is looking at the generosity. And you've got to get back to the spiritual awakening. You are on the path to your spiritual awakening when you did this. When you did this, when you let go of this and you stopped chasing the dollar and you stopped with all the materialistic, you were on the path, you were flowing, you were understanding, and you were connecting. And then something came about that made you forget your path, that made you get on this path of sorrow and thinking that you're going to lose something, that someone's going to take something from you, and I don't know, it's like you're trying to hold on to the material stuff so badly, and now you have lost sight again. And come on, spiritual awakening, come on, let's get back on that path. Let's get back on that path. Find, you know, your magic makes you happy. It makes you happy. Remember that, okay? That's what retrograde is telling you. Remember that. Don't dwell on the past. Don't get stuck in your head about the past. Just take that and be generous. Be generous with the material things and focus on your magic and your flow again. You will get back in the flow and that spiritual awakening will come back, okay? That's what your retrograde is here for. Your retrograde is reminding you of that time when you stopped chasing the dollar, stopped being so materialistic, just walked away from all of that capitalist crap, whatever, materialistic world, and you focused more on your spirituality. And you got in the flow and you celebrated and you felt it. You felt that you were one with everything and you felt it. And you were expanding, your mind was expanding and you were just on this journey of spirituality and it was amazing. And that was in the past. And now you have to see that. You have to look at that and see that and realize how amazing your life was then compared to now when you are just, I don't know, you're just worried. You're just trying to hang on to everything. You're so afraid that things are being taken away from you and you're very indecisive because you just don't know what you should do. And there are things that are, you don't know what choice to make. You don't know which choice to make. Is the snake going to come out and bite you? You know what I'm saying? You're just so like, and it's all this materialistic stuff. It's the stuff of this world. Let me put it that way. The stuff of this world. Not the stuff of the spiritual world. The stuff of this world. Your thinking, your thoughts, your emotions, they're all tied up in that and in being afraid. And you have lost sight. You have lost sight of that happiness and that feeling, that spark of joy when you having your spiritual awakening. You've lost sight of that. And you need to look back. You need to look back at that and take that lesson. There is a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge in that lesson. And remember it. Remember your joy. Remember your magic. And remember to be generous. To be generous with your gifts. Because that will bring blessings, multiply blessings, right? That's it. That's it. There you go. That ended up being a full long tarot reading, right? Um, Believe in yourself, okay? Believe in yourself. You did this before. You found that. You found the flow. You found the spiritual connection. You can do it again. Just remember, that's what you need to do. That's where you need to go. That's the lesson that this retrograde is trying to teach you is to your joy was in your magic. Your joy was in your magic. Let's get a message from the goddess. And then Both of those. Oh, there's three. Oh, one of my favorites. Kuan Yin. Become a channel for compassion. Become a channel for compassion. Give away generosity. Bless others. Listen to the wisdom of your soul. Listen to the wisdom of your soul. Remember this? Remember when you were so connected? Listen to the wisdom of your soul. Find that magic again. Connect again. Listen to the wisdom of your soul. Your soul knows. Your soul knows. Oh, and that's Sophia. Birchta. Birchta. I can't pronounce all these names. Goddess of Destiny. The seeds of the future already lie within you. Find serenity as it unfolds. The seeds already lie within you because you already were there. You already were there, okay? You already was in the flow and felt that connection to spirit. You were already there. That's why the seeds lie within you. Let this stuff go. Let this stuff go. These worries, let it go. Let it go. Because you will find serenity as it unfolds. You will find your serenity. You will go back to source, right? You will find that connection again. You have to remember it. That's what this retrograde is about. Reminding you about that time when you were connected, when you forgot about the earthly things and you were so spiritually connected, and you need to do that again. So, Virgo, it's a good one. It's a pretty long one, pretty in-depth one. This is a good one, okay? You have that spiritual connection. You got to reignite it. Don't let this world keep you from knowing your true self, okay? So, drop me a comment. Let me know what you thought about this one. It's pretty long. Drop me a comment. I love comments. I reply back to them. Drop me a comment. Go ahead and like this video. By liking this video, it tells YouTube that this is a good video and they should recommend it to other people. So like the video so other people will see it. And subscribe. Help me build this community. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. And by hitting the subscribe button, you'll also know when I drop other readings. Okay? Every Thursday, I drop a long community reading. And then throughout the month, I drop zodiac readings, new moon readings, and full moon readings. So subscribe so you don't miss any of them. Okay? And share this. Share this with another Virgo, sun, moon, or rising. Share it with a Virgo who needs to remember that at one time they were spiritually connected in the flow and were celebrating. Share it in a message. Share it on Facebook. Share it on Instagram. Can you share it on Instagram? I don't think you can. Yeah, you can in a direct message. Share it on Twitter, wherever you want to share it so other people can see it. Okay, Virgo, that's your retrograde reading. That's it. Love your faces. Kisses.